If it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Raiders and the Ravens, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. It's week 2 of this NFL season. Couple teams feeling good, Greg. Victory in the season opener, and that gives you just great momentum off the schneid to start the season. Now, what's ahead for these guys?
Going into week 1 was always kind of an interesting deal, Mike, and I always felt as a player, you prepare months for week 1, and then you prepare 7 days for week 2. It's kind of a very interesting thing, and here you have both teams 1-0, got off to a great start. Now you only got a week to turn the page, and you want to get into a normal rhythm week to week of what is a long NFL season. The better you start, the better it makes the end of the year, and you find yourself...
Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Ravens' big-ticket free agent acquisition. It's Derrick Henry. And you'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. We're going to go right back to Henry. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. On the return is Dylan Laube. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
This league is so often described, Mike, as a passing league, and performances last week are a big reason why. Not only his ability to rack up a ton of yards, but to have 3 touchdowns to go with it. And even though it's not as rare as maybe it used to be, I think we have to be careful that we don't take that type of production for granted. We're going to be a hard team to beat if he's able to continue to produce at this rate.
Again, it's Madison. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Man in motion is Gallup. To the air on 3rd down, it's Minshew. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. down last year's All-Pro punter A.J. Cole on now for the Raiders. Deep for the Ravens, it's Deontay Hardy. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense going to take over now for the second time. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll work forward for a couple. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. Yeah!
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
He'll be stopped, just a short gain, down to the 30. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Minshew going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Man in motion is Gallup. They're going to go play action now with Minshew. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there. The sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 6-3 is our score. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Man in motion is Gallup. Here's Minshew now on 1st and 10. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
This is such a challenging route for any defender to guard, Mike, and here's why. It's really a three-way go. I can either run into the flat, I can either sit and stop and just find open space, or in this case, the defender overcommits. I could break back across his face to the middle of the field, and you're wide open.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with Madison. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. 3rd down and 9. Minshew out of the pistol here. To the right side, hauled in by Myers.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. And this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The Ravens offense ready to take over once again. The next drive about to start. We'll remind you what's coming up here in week 2. A couple of good ones to look forward to. 2 good young quarterbacks going at it later tonight in Houston. The Bears and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, as the New Look Falcons head to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Kickoff there, 8:15 Eastern Time. They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Jackson now. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Jackson. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. Give him 16 there and a 1st down. They'll look to pick up the pace. A 1st down throw for Jackson. This one downfield looking for Henry. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. Uh-oh. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. Here's Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
And he's going to have this one up near the 28. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion is Myers. So we've reached halftime here. It has been an entertaining first half. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Back out is the reigning MVP of the league, Lamar Jackson, and the rest of this Baltimore offense. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Going up top and looking for Flowers.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. We'll try and hurry to the line here. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone, a pickup of 6. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. Minshew. Pass to the first tight end taken back in April. It's Brock Bowers.
And you see the rookie tight end, Brock Bowers, pick up the 1st down. Mike, of all the tight ends that I've watched in college over the last, call it 10 years or so, I'm not sure if I've seen a more dynamic, ready for the NFL tight end than Brock Bowers. I mean, 2-time Mackey Award winner, 700-plus yards each of the last 3 seasons. He can get downfield. He can make tough catches. He can run with the ball after the catch. I mean, there's not a lot this guy can't do, and I think he's got a shot to be that next big-time young breakout rookie tight end.
Man in motion is Gallup. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw once more. Here's Minshew. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football at their own 40. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's a give. Heading right, it's Henry. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
First down run here by Henry, and he signed with the Ravens this offseason. And you think back to that run he had with the Titans, Mike, over the last 6 seasons, over 8,200 yards, 80 touchdowns. I mean, one of the most productive backs we've seen in a long time. Now it's kind of scary to think he gets to join Lamar Jackson in this Baltimore backfield. They hope the two of them can be that combo to finally get this Baltimore team over the hump.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Jackson. Now he takes off. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 38 yards. First and goal, and it's Henry. He'll get this forward, no signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Again, it'll be Henry. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. There is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. Throwing is Minshew. He'll find his running back, White. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and throw with Minshew. He'll go right back to Myers. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the handoff, it's Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and that'll set up fourth down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's complete. He's got Hardy. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. He'll look for Flowers downfield.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking when you found yourself with the lead in the fourth quarter. Conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on fourth down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back with a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
Third and long. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Let's see what they do here. This is fourth and long. From the gun, Jackson. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Minshew now to throw on first and 10. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. Here's a designed run. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. It is second and a yard. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. This is caught at the 2. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Dylan Lobby. Touchdown, Raiders. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
Hardy now with the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll come up now for second down. Back to throw, Jackson. crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. Now, Jackson. Whoa! Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. White. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick, I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season